Hello and welcome. I am Tim with the news for 8-Bit Media. Thank you so much for joining us. It is September 10, 2016. Let's just jump straight into it with video games this week. Following the leaks, Niantic confirms that Pokemon Go is getting a buddy system, allowing you to set one of your Pokemon as a follower, similar to how Pikachu was in Pokemon Yellow, which you can take on walks with you to earn candy during that time. That buddy feature will be launching sometime this fall. Also announced this week was that Pokemon Go is going to be launching for the Apple Watch. Announced alongside Pokemon Go for the Apple Watch, Shigeru Miyamoto took the stage at the Apple event to announce that Super Mario Run will be available on mobile platforms later this year in December. Now, Super Mario Run does give the impression that it is an infinite runner type game, however, it is not that far off from that genre. There will be separate levels that you can play, so it's not an endless runner. The game will be free, but does have in-app purchases, most likely to allow you to unlock the game to play it further. Telltale announced that The Walking Dead's third season, officially known as The Walking Dead: The Telltale Series, A New Frontier, will be launching this November. Telltale also says that the third season will see characters like Clementine confront the new rules of order and justice in a land being brutally reclaimed and rediscovered by what's left of humanity itself. A season pass disc, similar to how Batman got one, is also planned. Unfortunate news for PlayStation fans. Bethesda announced that both Skyrim and Fallout 4 will not be getting mod support at all, according to a blog update. They went on something short of a tirade and calling out Sony for not cooperating. They're quoted as saying, "We are disappointed by Sony's decision given the considerable time and effort we have put into this project and the amount of time our fans have waited for mod support to arrive. Until Sony will allow us to offer proper mod support for PS4, that content for Fallout 4 and Skyrim on PlayStation 4 will not be available. We will provide an update if and when this situation changes." BioWare gave us some new gameplay footage from Mass Effect Andromeda, courtesy of the PlayStation meeting that was held earlier this week. They also confirmed the main characters are brother and sister, and whether you choose to play as one or the other does not matter, as both choices will be canon for the game. They've also announced that we will be getting a new trailer for the game on November 7th. Speaking of the PlayStation meeting, Sony has confirmed that the PS4 Slim is real and launches September 15th at $300. Sony is referring to it as the new PS4, implying the existing one is being phased out in favor of the redesign. Other than a physical redesign, they are not upgrading the unit at all, unlike the Xbox One S. They also showed off the PS4 Neo, which is now being called the PS4 Pro, which launches November 10th for $400. It comes with 4K, HDR, and a 1TB hard drive. Sony showed a slew of games running on Pro hardware, pointing out what was better on the Pro over the Slim. Some games are being updated to support 4K, including Shadows of Mordor, Uncharted 4, and Infamous First Light, including a bunch of others not shown or mentioned. The Pro appears to be a halfway point between the original PS4 and what Microsoft is promising with the Scorpio, as Sony is delivering a high-end console, but nowhere near as powerful as what the Scorpio will deliver, a reported 50% more powerful than the Pro. The Pro, oddly enough, doesn't support 4K Blu-ray discs, while the Xbox One S does. There were also some accessories that got upgrades other than the controller. The camera, which is getting a cylindrical design, is reportedly easier to adjust, and a higher-end wireless headset that sits above the Gold. Gamers will not be charged for Pro 4K patches as previously reported. And following the news of what the Pro and Slim are falling short on, including the lack of mod support for Bethesda games, Microsoft is having a field day after the hit Sony has taken to Twitter, courtesy of Major Nelson, as well as the official Xbox Twitter feed. Moving into film this week, the Uncharted movie is infinitely delayed but not dead, as it was removed from the Sony release schedule. Writer Joe Carnahan took to Twitter to hype up the film, especially the opening scene, calling it really good, at least in script form. We got the official first look at Gabriel Luna as Robbie Reyes for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as well as a casting announcement that Lorenzo James Henry, Fear the Walking Dead's Chris Manawa, will be Gabe Reyes in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Robbie's wheelchair-bound younger brother. It was also announced that Joe Manganiello is Deathstroke for the DCEU, and Booster Gold is not part of the EU. As of right now, we have no connective tissue to those worlds. It'd be a separate thing, quoted from Greg Berlanti, the EP of several CW DC shows. Alright, that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much again for joining us. We will see you next time.